I usually do this, mate. I've found when my stuff gets turned on while I'm already streaming, it doesn't tend to fuck out as much. I see we have lots of people. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sharkwold, White Wolf, Fazoid, Wampa, Match Fixer. Hi. Sergeant Benton, welcome, mate. Thank you for joining today. Saying hello. Dropho, good morning. Ryke Noob. Should be an exciting stream today, friends. Not really, but they always are. Yeah, kombucha tonight. I'm feeling good. So we're going to talk a little bit about this bad boy, who we did. And of course, when I say we, I mean I did. This is our snow base for Icewind Dale. Go Captain Carp. So we're going to try something a little bit out there today. But before we do that, I'm going to do this. Do you think it's ruined charcoal, do you, mate? That's unfortunate. I think it looks awesome. What a dickhead you are. Yeah, the column's ruined. We're going to just paint this shield real quick. But to do that, we've got to do some things. So I'm a bit frazzled. I only got home 5 minutes ago, so I'm excited. But this is probably going to be my next stream thing. I think these little dudes from Games Workshop, they're fucking awesome models. I was at games last night. We played board games last night, and these dudes were out there playing some Shadespire. They're fucking so good. This dude's got a big hammer. This guy's a wizard with a fucking owl. This guy's an archer, and this dude just fucking got a sword with a banner. They're fucking so good. So I want to paint them. Just want to paint them. They look mad. So I might do them next. G'day, Rumble. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to try some stuff. I don't know if this is going to work or not, alright, but we're going to try. So this is my shield. G'day, Fred. That I prepared a spot for. And there he is. Oh yeah, the short dude's nice. I can never remember his name. Alright. By the way, when the dudes are on the base with the snow, it looks... So here's what we're going to try and do. This is going to be a really weird stream, friends, because I don't know if this is going to work or not. But what I'm going to try and do is this. Alright, you can't see me. Oh, my monitor's going to fuck it up, I think. Hello, we're in the dark. We're painting in the dark. So what I wanted to do was get a better idea about light and look at the shadows. So I've got, I'm going to turn my torch brightness up. So what I've got here is my torch. It is after dark, yes, just like we talked about. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to actually position the torch in the angle that I want the light at. And then I'm actually going to think about shadows on the shield. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use this phone, it's my other phone, and take a quick photo of the actual shadows as they stand. So I want that to be like that. So this is experimental. Don't know if this is going to work. but we'll try. Ah, yes indeed, after dark. So what I'm trying to get a sense of when I'm doing this, and this is obviously challenging to show, but if you have a look there, so where I've positioned the light, that's roughly where the actual light source is. So what I'm looking at is the shield and where the shadows sit on the shield. Because we're going to try and paint those shadows on. Oh yeah, someone screenshot that, that looks good. Okay, so the second one I want to do is Caddy Bree. Thanks, Wampa. Oh no, we lost the little thing. That'll be fine. Because this one's going to be important, because this is probably the most prominent shadow that we have. Oh, look at that. How cool is that, by the way? This is yeah. What I'm trying to work out here is how big I want the shadows and where I need the actual shadows to go. So yeah, it's all fun. I thought about that. It's going to be from the mountaintop. So the sun's going to be rising over the mountains because Icewind Dale is very mountainous. Alright, and I'll just get Wolfgar as well. It's just so fun. For me, anyway. I'm sure you guys think this is the worst fucking stream you've ever watched. Excellent. Alright. I apologise. Apologise for the awful stream so far. Let's get it back on track, friends. Let's talk about how I made the snow. So, yeah, send them to me on, do you have me on social media or anything? Somewhere? Grams or something? So I'm actually going to show you a little bit about how I made the snow, because I thought it would be cool to see. So this is the first material I got. It is a snow terrain acrylic paste from AK. So the first thing I did was, cool, well, you can just send them in a whisper or something, I don't know. So this stuff is just like a paste. So the first thing I did was put this on here, I use a little bit of water to smooth it out after creating some more irregular patterns. So this stuff has texture in it, and it's got white paint in it, and it just holds its shape because it's also a bit of a gel. So it's just a good combination of stuff. Previously, I would have used baking soda and PVA glue, but I thought I'd try this product out, and I'm very happy that I did because I feel like it's much better. So that's the first step. So you can use a bit of water to smooth that out if you want to. The next thing I did was grab the micro balloons and then using this, which is just a scalpel thing, I just pull a little bit of the micro balloons out and then just let it fall down. And I think it sounds, well, I don't know, maybe it sounds straightforward, but snow falls. So having it fall just lets it settle a little bit more naturally. And because the micro balloons are very small and micro, it just falls into position. Give it a little tap. I'm actually going to blow it off, but and so you then get the dried flakes on top. So that's how we do that. That's how all of that snow was built up. And I think if you have a look in, some of these areas, you have that really nice looking freshly fallen snow. The final step to this will be after I've varnished this base, I'm then going to go in and use water effects to make it look like the snow's wet. So that is the plan. Before I do that though, we're going to do something tonight that is very, very fun and risky. Risky! I'm pinging tonight. Absolutely pinging. How good. I think these shadows are going to be harder than I think they are. Oh, thanks, Tay. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try and add some of the warm sunlight to this base without going crazy. I'll try it in a small area. Seems to be working okay. Oh, X-Tab. What am I singing, mate? You get to pick. If I don't know it, I'm choosing a song. And it'll probably be a Disney song tonight. If you're asking me if I know that song, the answer is no. Oh, I do know that song, yeah. You want me to sing that? Yeah. Broadside 83, that was actually the one I was going to sing. Thanks, Benny. I don't like cricket. Oh no, I love it. Yeah. Don't like Jamaica. Oh no. Don't you walk through my world. Got to show some respect. That was a weak effort, mate. I'll give you another one. I don't know too many of the words other than that I don't like cricket bit. Thanks, Ledge. G'day, Matt. What can I say except you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. I said it's okay, you're welcome, 'cause now we can do anything but float. You're welcome, and thank you. Honestly, I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. I had a fine day, Benny. Had a fine day. We have a rule on the Twitch now that you can spend 5,000 Twitch points to make me sing a song. How'd you send it to me? Wampa in a whisper? I'm having a look. Hey, I posted a really good link in fucking Hobby Goblin Joe's chat the other day. Oh shit, I forgot to update my info. Fuck, I was in a rush today. If you haven't read this article, really good. Talks a lot about some of the stuff I talk about. You did send them to me in that. I'm just going to update my stream info. Stand by. What's today? 10th. Shit. Done. Beautiful. Cool, they're awesome, Wampa. Awesome. Yep. So I might just, yeah, beautiful, copy. Just gonna bring this one up on the stream. Thanks, Topulus. So I've had a few thoughts about how I'm going to paint this shadow situation, and I can't decide if I want to use an ink or a paint to paint in the shadows. I'm not sure. I think we'll use a paint. It will definitely be diluted. And an ink, why not? Let's try both. Nicky Jaguar trying to talk like he knows what the fuck's going on. This is all very interesting. I've never tried this before, so any of it. The snow, the shadows, what to paint the shadows with. Doesn't look too bad. I think maybe a bit darker, a bit more black. Not much, just a hint. Cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to do some like cast shadow effects for a while. It's always been on my list. So the snow effect's actually doing something really interesting. It's diffusing the paint, so it's soaking in the paint, which sounds like would be a bad thing, but it's actually helping to soften the shadow a bit, which is actually not too bad. Yeah, let's not get crazy now, mate. This is our first try. Let's just try and get the fucking thing painted first, alright? Hey, wrong way, go back. That's all in shadow because it's behind the shield and Bruno, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Do you know, I used to love watching makeup videos on YouTube. It sounds really weird, but I used to be obsessed with them. It's a full art form. Hey, Freezy. Full art form. Crazy. Okay, I'm just going to refer to my photo on my phone of Cuddy Bree. As well as that one. Yeah, it's so good. Well, if she doesn't sing, she's no good. Neither am I, mate. So the reason I didn't want to use a straight paint and I wanted to have a little bit of translucency in it is because I want the shadows to have a little bit of the colour of what's happening underneath. I think maybe if I was a more patient man, I'd probably do this in a few more layers than I'm doing now. No one's ever accused me of being a patient man. Yeah, I played the front row, mate. I was. It's not a bad idea, Matt. I am pretty strong with the airbrush. Hey, celery. I am painting in shadows, yes. Trying to, anyway. It does, yeah, it does, Stevie. I mean, it's a different type of blending, but just the way they approach shadows and stuff is really cool. Right. And I'm not hating this so far. I will say that I'm not loving it though. Good point, X-Tab. I'd never thought of that. Are you saying he's Darth Vader? I'm not saying he's not. Well, that took some balls to do that, friends, I have to say. What I just did then, painting over my snow. I'm not even finished yet either. painting a shield. Actually, before we do that, let's put everyone on there and see if it actually looks any good. It's not the best thing I've done, it's not the worst thing I've done. Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable. Alrighty. Let's paint this shield, shall we? Oh, thanks for going back in, little pin. Very nice of you. Very nice indeed. No, you won't go back in here. Woo. Alrighty. Go away. Sit back here. One quick shield coming up. So we played a game last night, friends. It was called Viticulture, the game of competitive winemaking. I've got a very funny Gavin story to tell about Viticulture, the game of competitive winemaking, which I shall do soon. But firstly, my review of the game, Viticulture. First time I've played it. It's in the top 30 in BGG, I believe. We played the Essential Edition. Look, it's a game that we played. We play a lot of games these days, and my feeling on that game was that it was a game that was made 10 years ago, and you could genuinely tell that that was the case. Everything about it felt like a mechanic that had been really popular 10 years ago, and fundamentally it's just a worker placement game, but we've played a lot of worker placement games, and that one wasn't anything that we haven't played before. And again, maybe we're coming at this backwards because this probably came first and those other games came after, but Caverna the Cave Farmers is a worker placement game that felt far more engaging than Viticulture did. We played 5 players, which in my experience doesn't help games, playing 5 players, because it tends to slow the pace down. Invariably games are better at 4, sometimes 3. Maracaibo, for example, I think is a better game at 3 than it is at 4. But nevertheless, we played it, we enjoyed it. You know, we weren't sitting there going, fucking Viticulture sucks dick. But it certainly wasn't up there with the other games I played this year that have been in my mix for Game of the Year. It was just a game, a solid game, and we put it on the shelf and said we probably won't play that again anytime soon. We may pull it out again down the track, but overall, Viticulture, solid 6 out of 10. Yeah. So, I've talked about Gav a fair bit on the stream now, but he's such a funny dude. But the reason I wanted to tell this story is because we were talking about it last night. It's just an absolute crack up. So Gav used to own a game store. I used to own Irresistible Force, the one I still go to now, talk about a lot. Really great store. But back in the day, it used to just be pretty much Warhammer, War Machine, and fuck all else, right? Nothing else but those things. And so we walk into the store one day, and Gav's decided he's going to get into board games. Now at the time, we're talking like, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago now, I wasn't playing many board games. Wasn't really that interested in them. And so me and the guys I was playing War Machine with, we were absolutely giving it to Gav about why the fuck he'd chosen this game, Viticulture, the game of competitive winemaking, as his first game to stock and have it on the shelf. He did find it at the prime, actually. So it became a running gag at the store about Viticulture, because every time we'd come in for about I reckon a year, be like, anyone bought Viticulture yet, Gav? The game of competitive winemaking? And be like, you guys are fucking idiots. No one's bought it yet. Fucking surprised by that, Gav. Sounds like top draw game, mate. Can't believe that no one's bought it. This went on for 12 months, 18 months. We just kept going, Gav, you sold Viticulture yet? He was getting so fucking angry about it. It was the best. So anyway, we come into the store one day for a tournament. We're playing this fucking tournament, and Gav's decided he's going to fucking get us off his case. He gave away Viticulture, the game of competitive winemaking, to the person who came in last place at the tournament. Said it's maybe time to change careers to that person and start taking up winemaking. He had to literally give the game away because he couldn't sell it for as long as it was sitting there. And now the guys have got board games on the shelf, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I buy shit all the time from him, board games from him all the time. But fuck me, it was funny when he had that back then. Viticulture, the game of competitive winemaking. So I've started to reach a point with this project where I can feel myself going, yeah, I'm pretty close to finish with this, which is usually a sign that I'm getting bored. That is correct, Wampa. We have the shield, Dresden Guen. Then we'll put everything together and see how it looks. So yeah, we should almost definitely be finished by the weekend. Which is cool. So yeah, I'm a bit worried that I'm not gonna achieve my maximum firepower on this piece because I'm feeling that lull. Maximum firepower. What's a moratorium on the show talk? What does that mean? What do you mean? Oh yes, gotcha. Yeah, Saturday will be the day. Saturday's stream, Saturday night, we will go absolutely apeshit on WandaVision. So, prepare yourselves. I'm gonna even put it in the stream info. Benny, it's a good question, mate. It does depend on the project, mate. Like it really does. There's been a few where I've tried to push through that because I've felt I'm really close to doing something I'm super proud of, and I don't want to like stop short. So that comes in a lot. I can feel it coming along and just be like, come on, push through. But a lot of the times I don't. A lot of times I just call it a day. But I think it comes back to my mindset as well, Benny. Like we've talked about it before, man. I just paint because I like painting, right? I have no ulterior motives. I'm not painting to sell models. It's great that I do, but I'm not like hard up for a buck where I'm doing this as a career. I'm not painting models for entering competitions. I enter sometimes, and there's been times when I've painted models for competitions. I'm genuinely just painting because it's a stress relief. I can take it away from my work and just have a bit of fun doing something that's relatively relaxing. So when I reach a point where it's like not that, where it's not something that I'm feeling like is stress free and relaxed, which is usually when I'm like, oh, I'm really close to finishing this project, but I'm sort of ready to start something new. I think I may have talked about this on another stream, I may not have. I think the thing that separates the absolute best painters, like the people who are world class from the nuffies, such as myself, is their ability to push through that. Like Albert Moretto Font just paints the same fucking project for months and months and months, and I don't know how. Don't know how he does it. I think it's pretty healthy kung fu, but at the same time, if you ever want to be able to really produce amazing works, sometimes you need to push through that. So it's a bit of a balancing act for me. Like I want to get better as a painter, I want to improve and reach a point where I'm really proud of what I do every time. But at the same time, it's a stress relief and a hobby mindset. So as you said, it's about balancing those two aspects and achieving a happy medium, for me anyway. Yeah, I think I said it's a 4-1, but you can't fucking get better without a permanent space, mate. I almost believe that to be a straight fact. Sometimes you feel like painting, and if you have to get over the mental hurdle of setting everything up and getting everything ready for fucking painting, that cuts into half your painting time that you might have had anyway, and that energy level. G'day, Gallo Fire. Oh, that's a good idea, mate. It's a good idea. I think, like, I probably do try to do that in my head as well, but then when a project feels like work, I'm just like, a school? A school? Exactly like that, Wampa, when you sit down at work and you know it's time for work. Still doing your streaming, Benny? Oh, thanks, Space Toy. Cool. Cool, man. Yeah, my reason for being a bit late tonight on stream is just decided to spend a bit of time with my girlfriend tonight. Since I started streaming, we used to hang out Wednesday nights, and so I haven't been doing that with her as much. So yeah, I just thought, maybe I'll try and split the diff, spend most of the night with her, and then come home and do a slightly later stream. So we'll see if my energy levels start flagging later on, but feeling pretty good for the moment. It's time for the magic. Oh, something else for you to all get excited about soon. Ah, awesome. Space Toy, I'm glad. Yeah, I really liked it too, mate. We'll go crazy on it on Saturday's stream. Spend probably the whole fucking stream talking about it. But yeah, really clever show. a school night, mate. So. Now, of course, she lives by herself, mate. So do I. We're both adults. Both made a decision to live by ourselves. It's the best fucking decision ever. It means I can paint all the time. Alright, she's an adult, I'm not. It is. The cool thing is we still like hanging out with each other. We've been dating for 3 years. Nice. Mulaney's nice too. I like going up there. One of the romantic getaway places that I have in my little book of cool places to take hot chicks is Montville, up in the mountains near Mulaney. It's worked a treat every time I've taken a chick up there. Fuck. Absolute winner. Montville. Get excited, mate. It's the best. Just some classic Brisbane jokes here for all of our international viewers. No, he hasn't got his special suit of armour yet. Oh, it's been a weird week, eh? Just felt very tired all week. Certainly not in my house. Oh, Instinct 133. I fucking definitely do want to become famous. Germside, mate. I was talking about specifically my house. I'm my mod, mate. None of my other mods fucking ever come on my stream because they're dickheads. Hey, Miss Jana, hello. Yeah, as if I would need fucking... Oh yeah, nice. As if I would need fucking some dickheads to get me followers. Man, I got 20,000 followers on Instagram. Fuck off. I don't need your help, dickhead. If there was a bot that was like, want more followers to help you be more humble, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll get in on that, mate. Where do I sign? Oh. Mate, you gotta wave it around when you got it, Sharkwold. Why not? Miss Jaina, I of course was not talking about you being a dickhead, I was referring to myself. But it's excellent that you're here. Because I tell you what, these other fuckwits are being dickheads. They're just teasing me about how many followers I've got. Don't be jealous, guys. Like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault I'm awesome. Humble pie. There are some days I ask myself, I wonder if these people actually know that I'm just a complete and utter nuffy when it comes to everything. Like these people that follow me on Instagram. Because I'm sure if they came and I reckon I'm going to start losing followers now that I've started streaming and people have to listen to me gibber on. I've prepared a Moana song. Prepared a Moana song for tonight, Miss Jaina. Actually, I prepared a different Moana song, but I already sang it, so I've got a backup. I've got a backup Moana song. Hey, Jen. That seems like an inside joke, you two. Was Miss Jaina just watching your stream, was she, Jen? I see what's up. Playing favourites. This is just like Brexit all over again. You're like, I don't want to hang out with other people's streams. I want to only stay in the UK streams, thanks. Start calling you two the Brexit of Twitch. I'm not really. I'll tell you what was awesome. Tell you what was awesome. Last night, games night. Freezy's playing this Spotify playlist. Fuck, it's such a good playlist. It's called 2000s Rock Anthems. Fuck, it was awesome. It was so good. See the light when it shines, it's a sea blinding. No one knows how far it goes, and it seems that it's calling out to me, so come find me. Ah, Miniam MF. Miniam? Minium? Mini AMF. Dunno. G'day, mate. Thanks for the subscription. Good luck. I hope you win that model that's up the top there. Oh, Disney songs are my jam, Topulus. Absolutely my jam. How old are we talking here, Wampa? Oh, Topulus, you're killing me. I'm in suspense. Yes, I am indeed ready to let it go. Next time there's a raid. The real question, Matt, is what it's not good for. Because I use that shit every fucking time I paint. It is currently on my brush right now. It is being used to dilute my paints so they create a nice glaze consistency. You can also use it to thin down contrast paints so they flow better and more evenly. You can also use it to mix with paints so they flow from your brush better. You can also use it, that's about it. No, she made me sing Be a Man. Oh yeah. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. But you can bet before we're through. It is a retarder. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but a fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. Sorry. I just enjoy life, mate. Singing, dancing, carving up with the ladies, painting toy soldiers, juggling. I'm a good juggler too, by the way. I can juggle. I am indeed a man of many talents, Paul. Turnip. It may shock you to know, Wampa, that we don't have baseball over here. Well, I'm sure we do, but nobody plays it because it's not cricket. I definitely did a wanky team building session where they did make us juggle. That definitely happened. However, I had already learnt it at that point, so I got to wow and amaze my team members and fellow things with my amazing juggling ability. Woo-hoo. Oh, this is depressing, this sort of thing. I'm actually going to glue this into the base. Oops. Be a man. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I did. I did actually show exactly how I did the snow earlier in the stream's face tour. You'll be able to have a look at that on the YouTube replay. But it's some AKF interactive snow effects, 2 different types, and I'm going to do some final touches later on. And no, I shan't be putting a yellow patch of snow. More yellow than the current situation as it stands. If I was to go and have another crack at a project like this down the track, which I'm sure I will, I would use peach, not yellow. Or orange. To try and replicate that. Sunrise feeling. Alright, so this is the 2 things this guy needs. First, it's just these little boop, 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 boop. Look, it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Like it doesn't look like someone's pissed all over the snow. because it feels pretty consistent across the whole piece. Let me just turn the light down so you can see. It doesn't feel like pissed on snow. It feels like a light, but the yellow doesn't work as well on the white as maybe an orange or a peach colour would have. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to feel like. So I was just thinking before what I need to do for the shadows, now that I've committed to it, is I need to actually do this shadow. I turned this down so you could see the thing a bit better. The snow. So yeah, I don't want to be critical of what I've done, because I really like the look, the vibe, the feeling of the piece at the moment, and look, I just think when I try to implement this idea again, I'll try it in a different way and see if I can get a different effect. Yeah, like overall, I think this is a pretty good representation of my approach and where I consider my skill level at the moment. We're saying the same thing. Why is everybody yelling? Oh, this just becomes more and more stupid when you think about it. Fuck, I'm never doing drop shadows again. No, I will. I'm keen to try them properly. This is fucking Topulus's fault. Everything about this is his fault. It doesn't actually look yellow when you have it out of the light. It looks warm. Yep. Well, look, X-Tab, like my dad always used to say, mate, we're not here to fuck spiders. If you're going to do something, you might as well have a fucking go, right? I'm going to read you one of my favourite quotes. I've got lots of quotes, right? I love fucking quotes. Quotes are my favourite thing. I love that people are intelligent enough and verbose enough to say things that are meaningful. Like, one of the greatest quotes from WandaVision that I've actually used during the week was, what is grief if not love persevering? What a magnificent quote that is. I'm going to read to you a quote from one of the presidents of America. His name is Teddy Roosevelt, and it's one of my favourite quotes. It's called "The Man in the Arena." Stop me if you've heard it. Well, I'm not going to be stopped anyway. You can't stop me. Anyway, this is one of my favourite quotes, and I feel like it epitomises my approach to life. It doesn't really, but I just like it a lot. So, the man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, and who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat. Magnificent quote! Get in there! Have a fucking go! Good quote, that. You know, I have to tell you, this Caddy Brie model has become my least favourite model in this piece. And I'm surprised by that, because she was actually the one I was most excited to paint early on. What a great man. I'm reminded of a quote by Nicolas Cage from National Treasure, where he says that the president, people don't talk like that anymore. And I wish they did. I like that sort of language. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I don't mind this, friends. I don't mind it. This fucker of a column, though. I'm not happy about that. Oh. Many good quotes. Many good quotes. I'll see you, Luke. Well, look, mate, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but it's coming from this side. Just this side here, pal. Rock solid. Boom! This one's not going to be fun though. I don't know what to do about this guy. I'm thinking about just calling it Magical Panther, so he doesn't cast a shadow. What do we think about that? What do we think about that approach? Do we think that's a cop out? It's fucking cop out, isn't it? Fuck. Matt, we're not perfect, mate, alright? That's how we explain it. Get fucked. No, I'm gonna, to be fair, I am gonna probably go and do some little highlights just to neaten that up a bit. Hey, Conrad, good plan, mate. Displace a beast QN with VR. I like it. You can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Oh, I've got another cool thing to show tonight, friends. Oh, awesome. Get it done. Get out of the way so it doesn't happen on a raid. I'll show you this because this is exciting. I'm excited about this. Lots of exciting things happening at the moment, friends. Alright, this is... This is not working. Alright. Let's try it in a different way. That. Let's try this one. Okay, for some reason I've lost the ability to show off pictures in this fucking browser thing. Why are you not working? Haha! I have you now. This is the first of my Camelot prints for my base, for my crazy diorama. Even crazier than this one. This is a 3D print that I purchased from a company called something, I can't remember. They did a whole pile of Shrines Church, Whitewood Abbey it was called. Let me find the name of it for you. Whitewood Abbey. Infinite Dimension Games, Whitewood Abbey complete set. Whole pile of 3D printable terrain. Here is the link. I'll post in the chat. Wampery, how have you not heard this, mate? How have you not heard about this fucking plan yet? I fucking talked about it like 70 times. I did an MS Paint diagram and everything. Let me see if I can find my picture. I'll explain it again. Just very quickly, I promise. This is my plan. You have bad hearing or you don't care. This is a literal round table. Hey Gonzilla! Thanks, mate. If you subscribe before the end of the month, you could win that model. But don't do it. Just use your Amazon Prime thing. That'll work. Anyway, I'll quickly talk about this. This is all 12 models from the Diorama, from the Kickstarter, on a single rotating round table that I have built. All sorts of bits with. Here is one of the scenes. So this is Galahad riding out from a castle. That's basically all I'm going to do with the base. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to paint that. This is Merlin and Morgana and the Green Knight in a forest. You can tell it's a forest because of those trees I drew on the ground. So that's just going to stay as that is as well. And then I'm going to have Lancelot and Guinevere on top of the mountain, tucked in a secluded little private nest egg that they've run away together, on top of a mountain. And then on the other side, inside the mountain, is going to be a crypt with Arthur and Percival and Mordred. So that's very, very quickly, and as you can see, a very rough, sketchy diagram of what I'm going to do. So the base is up there. It's already underway. It's 400 millimeters wide. It's like this big, and I've got a rotate like a lazy Susan that you plug into the wall, and the fucking thing spins around. It's going to be fucking huge. Yeah, it's going to be tall as shit. So I think the actual height is going to be probably 40 centimeters tall. Yeah, it's going to be massive. I've got a video. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can actually download the video. I wonder if the videos. Give me like 12 seconds. I reckon I can upload the video to my drive and get it really quickly. So stand by. I'm going to try and do that because I think it would be cool to show you the video. Upload to drive. That might give you a bit better idea of the scale in question. Drive. But it's going to be fucking gigantic. Absolutely monstrous. It's currently uploading, so I'll just continue to gibber about things. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. The way that I'm going to keep myself engaged on such a big project is because I've got 5 separate scenes and not just one scene with the same palette. I'm going to be challenged around, you know, lots of different things. It's going to feel like painting 5 small projects as opposed to one big project. The way I'm going to try and do that is by breaking the actual construction of the diorama into pieces, so that I'll just work on a section at a time and then I'll build it together at the end like a big Lego piece. That's how I feel like I'm going to try it anyway. But the cool thing about the plan is, because it's all medieval Arthurian legend stuff. Yeah, the table spins. I paid $400 for a table that spins. Good quality though. It's a fucking good table. Yeah, it wasn't 400. I can't remember. I think it was like $250. But it's like a motorized Lazy Susan. Has like 1,000 hour. I don't know how many hours, because it's like, I bought it from like a company that sells things for display purposes, like that you put in a shop and it just spins around all day, every day for like months. So it's one of those. It's really good construction, really durable, really solid, and also very slim. Like it looks. So I'm actually going to spray the outside black, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to do Arthurian writing on the outside of the thing and then varnish it. Maybe, we'll see. That is a good idea. I could take some photos of my food, some videos of my food. That'd be legit. All right, my video is uploaded. Let's just refresh this. This may or may not be worth it, friends. We'll know soon. Download. Upload. Oh, it's sideways. Shit, a brick. Boop. Let me see if I can change that. Working beautifully. Why is it sideways? Why is it sideways? Don't be ridiculous. Don't be behaving like this with me. Properties. How the fuck do I change it so that it's not? It is a fucking peanut, mate. I'm absolutely ropeable about this. Can I spin it? Transform. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Alright, this is my diorama. This is a video. Yes! How cool is this? Yeah. That's the plan. Oh, restart. Go again. Go again so we can watch it properly. Don't you fucking... Go, there we go. Yeah. So the actual size of that circle is 400 millimeters. So there's like I'm just, that's literally the same way I paint, right? I'm just sketching out ideas. So I'm using those chunks of foam to build up some volumes to try and understand how I want the shapes to interact. I'm trying to create separate scenes, so when you're looking at it from one angle, you can't really see anything else. So it'll rotate around and then you'll see the next one, then it'll rotate around, we'll see the next one. So one of the scenes is in a cave, Paul. I sure do, yeah, it's right here in my drawer. One of the scenes is in a crypt that's going to be under the mountain, so that's Arthur and stuff, so I'm going to do cool lighting effects in that, like glowing orange lights from torches and shit. And then we'll spin around to Lancelot and Guinevere on top of a mountain, like they've run away, hiding together, so I'll probably do snow, similar to what I've done on this. And they'll be on top of the mountain, so they'll be at the peak, in like a little cave thing. So then one is a castle wall, and it's going to have Galahad riding out from the castle with Sir Kay standing on the road watching him leave. So I'm going to do like a castle wall and a door. Behind the castle is going to be all of the forest, and so you won't be able to see the forest really when you're looking at Sir Galahad as he's riding off. Then it'll spin around, and then you'll have the forest scene, which will have heaps of trees that I'm going to build. So I've built some trees before, but I don't consider myself a tree building expert, so I'm going to have to up my game. I'm going to do some practice trees soon. I was actually going to do a practice tree on this, and in the end I didn't because it didn't feel like the right thing to do. But anyway, and that's it. So there you go. Those models shipped as well. How exciting. It's similar to my my diorama of the 4 elements. So I've got a concrete plan about how I want all of the elements to interact, but the specifics of those things are going to wait. So the guy who's 3D printed those things for me, he's just 3D printing a whole pile of stuff. Whole pile of stuff for me to use however I want. I basically sent him a list of all of these STL files, and I said, just load me up, mate. Load me up with all these. I don't know which ones I'm going to use for the diorama. I might not use all of them, but I'll definitely use some of them, and then the rest of it will just go into my bits box for use on other projects. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's probably gonna take me a while too. Like, I reckon I'll spend at least a week on that. But seriously, I probably will spend like a week on it. No, I don't really like allocate time, but it just takes as long as it takes, right? But I'm expecting to be working on that. So this project we started 10 days ago. So this feels like a similar scale to one of the scenes in my diorama. So if we work on roughly 2 weeks a scene, it's 10 weeks. 2 weeks to build the base, etc. So that's sort of how much I'm expecting. But there's actually more models in this scene than there is on the diorama, so it maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. Oh, thanks, War Machine. I hope you win the model, mate. So that's one that I've been mulling over actually, mate. The crypt one will obviously have its own light source because that's underground. The intention is for each scene to feel very separate and distinct, but somehow I want to try and combine them. So for example, I've got the forest scene with Morgana, Merlin and the Green Knight, which is obviously going to have a very green palette, very warm colours. And beside that is the Lady in the Lake and Uther, which are the only 2 models that didn't really work together, right? So they're in a scene together, which makes no chronological sense in the story, but whatever. Can't all be fucking perfect. So there's going to be a line of trees that's going to divide the 2 scenes, and the trees will have sort of colour palettes on opposite sides of the trees. That's my intent. That's my intent. So what we may find is there's sort of like a transition period on that in between the tree line where we start to merge the colours across. So yeah, the colour palettes are basically green for that scene, the forest scene, blue for the Lady of the Lake scene, purple for the King Arthur scene under the crypt, white for the Lancelot scene, and then Sir Kay is going to be, and Galahad, I'm not sure. I haven't decided on them yet. I don't think I want to do like red or anything. It sort of feels like the whole thing's going to have very natural colours, very natural palette. So it may be like a grey palette to match the rock walls and shit. Don't know. I make a lot of this shit up as we go, so we will continue to do that during the paint. Yeah, the lighting will be challenging, but again, because it's broken down into scenes, you know, the underground scene, the crypt scene, that's going to be easy. We're going to have torches and some very warm lights and purple colours from the underground. Then the Lancelot scene, that's going to be on top of a mountain, so that's going to be a pretty easy colour palette. The forest, so I'm going to try, I've got to have a look at the models. I was sort of thinking of Voldemort versus Harry, lightning sparks meeting in the middle between those two, but I don't think the two of them are like aggressively posed like they're. So I need to have a look at the models to decide if I can actually do that. As you've all seen from this fucking piece, my sculpting is not top tier. So we've got to assess if it's something I can do or if that's reaching too far. I'm not going to do too much more on this Panther guy because a lot of him is in shadow. So I actually want to finish Drizzt before I worry too much more about the Panther because a lot of him's going to be in shadow. In case it wasn't bleedingly obvious, mate, I shan't be taking that to Monty. I am going to take it to Queensland Model Hobby Expo though. So Paul, get excited mate, you'll be able to see that in the flesh. We've got, it's March now, it's in August, so April, May, June, July, August. So I've got 5 months to finish it and take a few other pieces as well. I want to do some smaller bits and pieces. Should be fun. Should be fun. What colour are cat's eyes anyway? Panther's eyes. I think they're like cat colours, aren't they? So like yellow. Oh yeah, they are too. Pretty cool. It is held in Ipswich, Redbank, the Collingwood Park Sports Centre, Redbank. Generally. They may change it this year, I'm not sure, based on COVID, etc. They're still planning on going ahead. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Paul. That's a really good idea, actually. Good shout. The Kickstarter comes with some bits and pieces. There's a sword in a stone, and there's a grail, and some other shit. But yeah, I'll get my mate who's 3D printing. We'll find a nice little element that we can use in every scene. It's a good call. I don't think a grail is. I suppose I could use the grail and paint it everywhere. Paint it in certain scenes, hide it around. Yeah, let's try that. We'll try a grail somehow. Ewan's got green eyes. He's got green eyes. Yeah, really cool idea, Paul. I dig it, mate. And I think I talked about this before. You'll probably understand what I mean now when I say this a bit better. But the one thing I may struggle with is the building of the base. It's not something I feel strong with. I'm quite good at small bases, I think, and getting some nice composition there. But something of that scale, that's out of my wheelhouse in a big way. So we just need to fill it with detail is usually my approach to bases, because the more detail, the more scale you have, the more contrast of scales, the better it looks. So it's going to be a delicate balance between not overwhelming the piece so you only see the detail and the models get lost, but yeah, have enough detail so that it looks good. And if you can't tell, I'm pretty excited about the project, right? It's been on my mind for 6 months when the Kickstarter came out, which was June last year, I think, or July last year. So it's been absolutely boiling away since the Kickstarter. Yeah. It's my fucking jam, mate. I had two books when I was growing up, little hardcover books that my mum and dad bought for me. One was King Arthur and one was Robin Hood and His Merry Men. And they were really old books that were like stories from those times. And I dig them. Bretonians. I have never done a Robin Hood diorama, no. Now you got me thinking about doing a Robin Hood diorama. Little John, Friar Tuck, Will Scarlet, Maid Marian, in the forest. Fuck, that could be cool, eh? Yeah, you could do the sheriff. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, I love that costume movie, eh? That was unreal. Oh, this isn't a bad idea, you know. Because I know there's some really good Fryer models. I'm sure we could find a good little John model with a bow staff, quarter staff. The Robin Hood's the key piece, and I think you wouldn't want to have the pointed hat be too obvious. No. I don't know, mate. I read super quick. There's not many things I don't do fucking awesomely, mate. Gotta tell you, I'm a fucking jet. Let's go and have a look at some Robin Hood models. This idea's in my head now. We're going to go to a website called FER Miniatures, and they let you search via 75mm scale. So you can actually search by 75mm scale models. And this is a mostly historical site, so normally I would be like, but it could be quite good now. So here's the link. You can all join me if you want. Oh. We'll have a little click through and see if we can find anything that is Robin Hoodie. Some great models in here too. Masculine's painted a lot of them. Oh, you need the Saracen too. He'd be good. A lot of these are Civil War dudes. Klansman. That Klansman might be okay. Medieval Knights. Yeah, there's a potential Friar Tuck, although he's not really fat or bald, or a friar, so maybe not so much. Alright, none of those really suitable. Wonder if the 54mm are any better. 54mm, I'm pretty sure the Litore was. That model jumped to mind as well, but fuck man, that'd be hard to find now, surely. It's been a long time since I've seen anyone with that. Alright, this might be a harder task than I thought. El Greco, we'll try El Greco. Let's just search for Archer maybe. Sterling Archer. Medieval Archer, oh here we go, English Archer, that could be good. What scale is that? 75 to resin. That one's okay. Probably doesn't feel like my jam as much. Oh, there's Three Musketeers, Porthos, nice. Robert the Bruce. There's Porthos Aramis. Nice, that's awesome. Didn't know that. Man, I got so many models I want to paint. So many models to paint, fuck me. Alright, I'm going to need to... Ooh. Here we go, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. It's not too bad. I don't know about the face, though. The detail on the face is a bit shit. He looks like he's got a really fat melon. That's something to consider anyway, because I do like that. I do like that idea, and I reckon I could do a cool scene. So that's something to think about. Oof. Now my brain's humming away with ideas of Robin Hood. So I got a little document right that I keep, which has all the models I've bought, all the models that I've got coming to be delivered, all the models I want, and ideas. And so one of the ideas I wrote down about 6 or 7 months ago was the Orc Tribe. So that one's been one I've slowly been buying models for, and that's one that now that Nocturna Kickstarter's out, is going to take shape. That's probably going to be the next big project after the King Arthur one. But then I also got a couple of other ideas written in there, and one of them is this idea that I had for a 54mm scale diorama. So I don't do a lot of 54mm stuff. Normally stick in the 75, but every now and then there's a really neato model that comes out in 54mm scale. Well, there's a cool model on Industria Mechanica. It's of a little junker, a little airship. It's fucking awesome. I love it so much. Oh, hello friends. We got raids. Shit, sorry. I was just gibbering away. G'day CHK. Hey man. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Might just turn on my Here, let me show you a little something about what I'm working on, all of you friends. It's a small diorama. Hey Jesus, Jesus Gomez, hello. You're one of my heroes. I really liked your non-metallic metal thing you did today that you posted. CHK is lying to you all. He is the greatest painter. I'm a pale imitation. Hey Smoke Wow. G'day Rosen's Metal. This is where Regus goes. He goes up the top here. So he's like that. He's like that. And then I'm doing this panther. He goes here. Let me zoom out so you can actually see it a little bit better. G'day Jose. So that's where we're at, and this is Drizzt, who's the only one who's not really finished. So he goes here. So this is the diorama in its entirety. And we should be finished this weekend, I think. I think so, at any rate. Indeed, it is a dark elf. So yeah, this has been my project for the last 10 days. It's funny when you say it out loud, isn't it? It is Drizzt, yep. There's a few little things I need to finish. Just I was working on the panther. I've got a little bit of him, and then I need to do the shadows of him because I've been trying to paint shadows on the model. It's looking a bit ordinary, but it's happening. Sorry. And this is the warm side. It is Forgotten Realms, yes. So, and him. So I've got to finish him. He's the biggest issue at the moment. Thank you, Louder Lucas. I need to do a bit more on this. It's not quite finished enough, but yeah, anyway, so that's what I've been working on. So this has all been done on stream except for the base. Everything else has been done on stream, and I even did most of the base on stream. I just did the snow off stream, but I showed how I did that. All of the models have been painted on stream. So if you have a look on my YouTube channel and on my Twitch thing, they'll stay for a little while. You can see how I've done each of the models. Cool, that was a fun raid. Did anyone make me sing? I missed it. Did someone make me sing? I think he means the masking tape down the bottom, son. Paul Abdul. No. Absolutely not. She did one song. I can definitely do Spice Girls. CHK, I need to apologise in advance, but one of my deals is you can spend points to make me sing, so these people always like to wait for a raid. No. Always wait for a raid, and then they're like, let's fucking make Deno sing! Because they're all chumps. Savages, exactly. Torturous, mate. It's all torture. Santi, thank you. Yes, I know Britney Spears toxic. It's getting late to give you up. It's dangerous. I really can't go on. When you taste of your lips, I'm all around. You're toxic, I'm sticking under. The taste of the poison. I'm addicted to you, but you know that you're toxic. Yeah, I'm sorry, friends. It's awful. You didn't even spend your points, Wampa. Did you just get a freebie? Yes. Well, that's my own dumb fault. That's my own dumb fault. G'day, Flick. Good to see you arrive just in time to see me sing, mate, as per usual. No, you don't have to spend it, mate. There you go. No, oh, Wampa. You dickhead. I'll give you a freebie, mate. There you go, I made myself sing it. It's my own dumb fault. I'll own that, mate. Take ownership of my decision to sing that song. Okay, Rowley? Is it Roll? Rowl 1011? What is it? Oh, just so everyone knows, CHK Studio should be followed on Instagram, whatever avenues you can follow. The guy is fucking god tier painter. Rowie, gotcha. Absolute god tier painter. Go follow him on Instas. I'm going to show you his Instagram right now. So check it out. I still haven't set up things where you can do shout outs. I'm bad at that. But check these dudes out. He actually painted the dudes that I'm going to be painting. It's so good. This one, properties. Here we go. Don't worry guys, that's normal for me, friends. That's just pretty normal. Hey Flick, check this out bro. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you in a second my video for my next diorama. Anyway, check this out friends. This is the dudes that I'm going to be painting next. Look at these motherfuckers. You are such a dickhead. Incredible, man. Incredible. I love them so much. Look at that. What a jet. How long did you spend on these, mate? That's the question. Four days. What a beast. So good, man. Alright. Look what I've got right here. I was inspired by yours to get them. Mine will be quick, mate. Mine will be done in about a quarter of the time yours were done, but they'll be a quarter as good. Anyway, this is my next project. It's not as impressive without me telling the rest of the story, is it? This is the size of my next diorama for the Knights of Camelot, Echoes of Camelot. It's very big. Whew. Thanks, Twegman. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, you'll probably have to keep catching up on the YouTube content for a very long time. There's going to be 12 on it, Jen. 12 minis. Because it's going to be a lot of videos to catch up on, mate. I do a lot of painting. Yeah, if you're interested to know more about it, I talked a lot about it about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. If you ever want to watch the replay, you'll be able to see my my approach, what I'm planning on doing. I talked about it in detail, so. Thanks, CHK. You're a legend. No, I'll probably be going to bed in about 20 minutes, mate, so it's like nearly 11 o'clock here, so I'm tired. But thanks for the raid, and thanks for being the best painter. You're the best, man. And we got Jose Da Vinci near. He's the best too, and Jesus Gomez. He's also the best. There's a lot of the best painters in the world from there, friends. So go and follow all those guys. Spanish, they're my heroes. David Arroba, Ruben Martinez, Alfonso Giraldez. Just the best. I love all those guys. I know most of them too. I'm just seeing if there's anyone else I missed. I do owe you a song. What do you want me to sing? What do you want me to sing? Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what I really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want a zig a zig. Ah, if you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting My precious time. Get your act together, we can be just fine. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really want. Zig zig. Basalku, I'm sorry for not answering your question immediately, but yes, this is Yuen with VR. You are absolutely correct. We have a very big diorama which has all of the heroes from the Companions of the Hall on the diorama, and it's looking red hot, absolutely red hot. I actually have, it's the one part of this whole thing that's sort of got my head in a bit of a tizzy. I reckon Ewan's done. I'm not going to do any more on her until I've got the shadows. I'll show you some of the other ones, Basalku. I won't show you it on the whole diorama because I just pulled it apart, but here's I just got to clean my airbrush and then I'll show you. So here's Wolfgar, son of Bjorngar. With Ugersfang. Here's Regus. His little gem. Here's Bruno Battlehammer. Bruno Battlehammer. Caddy Bree. And Drizzt, who's the only one who's still really work in progress. Probably I want to spend a little bit more time on Caddy Bree, a little bit more time on Regus. Wolfgar and Bruno are done. Gwen's done. I just got to do the shadows for Gwen and then this guy. This guy is the last dude. The final frontier. Milk my TTs. That's making me a little uncomfortable actually. So I think we established we needed some brown. Forgot to look into the stuff that I got sent, so I'm just going to try doing some brown. Timberwolves. But they all sit on this base, Basalku. G'day, which is familiar. This snow base from Icewind Dale. There's Brunor's shield. And some other stuff. Twigman, you are a long way behind, mate. Maddox was like 2 weeks ago. I'll get right on that, pal. You still get to watch this stream. You get to watch all of her. Sigismundo. How exciting for all of us. You get to check it out live. I'm glad. G'day, Mac44. Paul. So yes, Regus, Cuddy Bree, Drizzt, Shadows, Completo. That sounds eminently achievable by Saturday this week. You all comfortable with that, friends? Hi, Gonzo. Yeah, I agree, which is familiar. I think the brown was a great choice. I was hesitant to go into brown because I wanted it to be all very grey. But yes, the brown is working for me already and I haven't even finished it yet. I will indeed be painting Saturday morning and Saturday night because I also paint on a Sunday morning. In fact, that'll probably be when we finish it Sunday morning stream. Maybe. We might start the next thing. Paul. I'd like to retract my previous comment that the funniest thing you've said in chat was that your real name was Turnip and replace it with that. G'day Brian V Guitar, thanks for subscribing, mate. I hope you win that model up the top that I just put away. Let me get her out again. You know what? Let's decide. You could win this, Brian, by subscribing. Good for you, buddy. I hope you win. Alright, let's do something a bit fun. Because I think we're about finished up. What model am I going to paint next on stream? Because I'm not going to have my Camelot models. I'm not going to start anything until they all arrive. So that's going to be probably still 2 weeks away. So we've got a bit of time. Oh, thanks, Rowie. So we got some things we can vote on. Let me grab some different things out maybe than last time. Alright, I've picked out 4 models for us to vote on. Your ex-girlfriend keeps throwing snowballs and pine cones. John Murphy, if that was in Australia, you'd get out there and you'd kick the shit out of her. I wouldn't. My mum would probably. But where you are, I'm not sure. So I would suggest maybe asking her politely to stop. And if she doesn't stop, then probably call the police. Yeah, with the thongs on and the wife beater. Wife beater's a singlet, by the way. That's slang. It's called a wife beater. That's true. Yeah, the first thing you'd say is, why have you got snowballs, mate? Did you like prepare those earlier in your freezer, in your chili bin, in your esky? And like, did you bring them over to my house just to throw snowballs and pine cones at me? That's a bit excessive. Why are you so obsessed with me? Mini Ant, they are indeed something slightly different, mate. Alright, I'm gonna do another one of those quiz things. How do I do it again? I'm gonna do another one of those quiz things. How do I do it again? Make a quiz. What was it? Make a survey. I did it last time. What was it? Who did that? Someone tell me how to do a good survey. Double pluggers. John Murphy, that sounds really problematic, friend. If she's making massive snowballs just to peg them at your house, that's just obsessive, mate. She's obviously still got feelings for you. I reckon get out there and kick the shit out of her, mate. Get your mum too. That's it. That's what we do in Australia. What was it? Make a straw poll. Bunny boil. Straw poll. Yes, excellent. Good job. All right, first option. This one's one from last time. Daphne. Alternative miniatures. Don't kick the shit out of her, mate. Never ends well, violence. Go and talk to her. I say that just for a joke. You never hit people. This is option number one, Daphne from Alternity. Cool lighting, cool possibilities for doing non-metallic metal. Great sculpting, great face. Have a look at the face, actually. It is delightful. Oh yeah, I kicked the shit out of him. See you, Benny. Oh, the stream's frozen. Of all the times for the stream to freeze. Stand by. Look at that. What an awesome face. Option number one. Cool model. Option number two. Mindwork Games. I'm feeling a bit of Mindworks. We were talking about this the other week. Cool models based on artworks. This one's Blood Temple. Oh. I don't even think I opened this up. What did you put in here for me? Oh, that's some of the actual bits. Great temple piece. Look at that ass. Oh shit. I do tell some funny stories on occasion. Great piece. Blood Temple. It's based on a piece of artwork, so we might do something fun with that. Yeah. Very, very cool. That's option number two, Blood Temple, Mindworks Games. Option number Trace. This is a bit of an out there choice. It's a Kingdom Death model. This is called Satan. She's 54mm. Really cool model. She is sitting on a pumpkin of dicks. I shit you not. I'm going to pull it out and show you the pumpkin of dicks. Here is the pumpkin. Outstanding pumpkin. Here is all of the dicks. Probably can't paint that on stream now that I think about it. Yep. We may have to discount that from the options, friends. It's super weird. Kingdom Death is out there. Kingdom Death is out there. You could paint them to look like earthworms, and I'm sure you'd get away with it. Let's put that on the table. Maybe we won't be painting Dick Pumpkin. All right, let's instead go this one. Lady of the Lake, Carol Rudick. The advantage of this one is she's pre-prepared. Here's one I prepared earlier. I'm sort of feeling like a bust though, if I'm honest. after all of these models. Alright, the final choice, and my favourite, which we all often know, my favourite usually does win. Sheep Rider! Woo! This model is actually called Angry Bird and His Henchmen. Do you know why? Because there's a little bird sitting there on his horn. And in Lucas's estimations, the little bird is the guy who is actually in charge. So those are the options. Those are the 4 options, friends. We will do Carol Rudick, Lady of the Lake, Daphne Alternative Miniatures, Blood Temple Mineworks Games, and Angry Bird and His Henchmen from Lucas Pina. I'm creating the poll now. Stand by. Which model should Deno paint next on stream? Lady of the Lake, Carol Rudick. Daphne, you Alternative Miniatures. Oh, shit. I pressed enter. It finished my poll. Angry Bird, Spira Mirabilis, or Blood Temple Mind Works. Boom. Boom. Pachoo! There you go, friends. Vote away. Vote away. You can all vote. We will decide this poll. I'll probably leave it open for a couple of days. Last time I only left it open for like 12 hours because that was the only time I had before I started. But we've got a few days grace now. So I'm going to pop this on my Twitter. I'm very popular on Twitter as well, friends, in case you didn't know. Whew. Alright. That was a fun stream tonight. Got a bit crazy. But most importantly, friends, we made some amazing headway on this project and I think we're almost at the finish line. So our last hurdle is drizzed and some shadows and a few tweaks on these guys and then we are done. Exciting times. I'm very excited by that. Alright, awesome. Yeah, QN came out really good. Okay, it was a good stream. I'm excited for Saturday, which is our next stream, Saturday evening my time. Probably have done a few bits and pieces before then, but we shall indeed raid! Let's find some motherfucker to raid. Who's on? Mike Moans is on, Mini Den's on, Mike Disney's on. Let's find some newbie miniature painter so we can raid one of them. I was actually quite fascinated. I jumped into one of the Spanish painters' streams last night and CHK was on there and she spoke in Spanish most of the time, but she was doing some really awesome stuff. Oh, this guy looks interesting. Damn it, Daniel. What do we got going on here, mate? He's painting a bust. I'm all about.
I was saying to Ben, I was like, you know.
Damn it, Daniel's our winner. Anyone painting a bust, I'm all about that shit. Let's go. You're all awesome, friends. You are all awesome. Thanks for having a fun time. See you again soon. Raid! Raid! Boo!
Hey, that's fucking pretty. That's pretty swish, man. I like it. Oh shit! What we got? Where are we getting rated from? No, I just pressed it. Oh no, Big Dino, how are you doing? Hang on a minute, we're looking at Valheim stuff. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How are you doing, everybody? 60. There's lots of people. Hello, people. What have you been up to, Big Dino? Oh yeah, a bit of Bob Ross action there. Hello. Real Brush Guy, how are you doing? Welcome in, man. Mini AMF, welcome in. Thank you, Wamposaurus. Thank you for the follow. I made a huge mistake last night. What did you do? What did you do, Real Brush Guy? What did you buy? What did you make? Unama, thank you so much for the follow there. Welcome in. Paul, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Just painted a small diorama on my stream. Awesome, man. What's the diorama of? Such doggy. Very amazing. Yes, it's a cute doggy. I started with Valheim. Oh, dude. Not good. Go on our server. If you start with Valheim, go on our server. You're not going to survive anymore. The Companions of